I say to you, there are some who want to divide us, and we must not let that happen. They would like us to believe we are back in 1963 when my father came. We can live where we want. We can eat where we want. We own the water fountains. We have had a black president elected not once but twice, and here I am, living proof. In case you haven't noticed, I am black, and I have been black all my life.
Winsome Sears delivered a patriotic speech as she claimed victory in her race to become the first woman and woman of color to be elected Virginia's lieutenant governor, telling the cheering crowd they were witnessing the American dream in real time. And you'd think liberals would applaud this victory, right? Wrong. Joining me now on set to discuss is Rob Smith, host of Rob Smith is Problematic. Rob, good to see you.
Good to see you always, Buck.
So Winsome is a black woman who comes from a family that immigrated from Jamaica. She served in the Marines, has a master's degree, ran a women's homeless shelter, raised 3 kids. Now she's made history. I'm not seeing a lot of celebration about this breaking of a glass ceiling, so to speak, this breaking of barriers on CNN, MSNBC, etc. Rob, what's going on?
What's going on, Buck, is that she's a Republican. You know, black people don't exist if they're Republicans to the left. And you know, she's just such an amazing story. So I caught this clip going viral earlier, today. I throw it up on my Facebook page at Rob Smith Online if everybody's interested. But it's just such an amazing story. And I was wondering, I said, I wonder if you're going to see anything about her on CNN or MSNBC. I wonder if any of the sort of race and diversity obsessed people of the left are going to basically say, this is a good thing. So you've heard nothing from them, but that's okay. Because we can elevate Winsome Sears all by ourselves in the conservative movement. She is incredible. This is a political superstar in the making. And it really does go to show that the people of Virginia yesterday rejected wokeism. They rejected far left racist ideologies. They rejected the segregation of the left. They rejected all of these different things when they elected Glenn Youngkin and, of course, elected, this Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears. So this is a real big win for America.
Now, Rob, it seems like this would be the kind of issue. I mean, it's so clear that the mainstream media, the corporate Democrat media, has no interest in celebrating Winsome Sears' victory here. I understand she's a Republican, but they also could just talk about the breakthrough nature of the situation, the fact that she's the first woman of color, an African-American woman who is as accomplished as she is, even for members of the black community who aren't conservative and maybe even aren't that politically necessarily engaged. Isn't it kind of offensive that the media decides who is and is not truly considered to be black based upon their politics?
Well, I mean, look, Buck, you know what Joe Biden said. If you don't vote for him or if you don't vote for Democrats, you ain't black, right? Of course it's offensive. But I think that, so many people like myself, I am used to the fact that what the left wants to do is they want to own all the firsts, right? So they're not going to elevate Winsome Sears just because she is a Republican, which is really unfortunate. But it really does speak to who they are. But instead of bashing them, I want to speak to who we are as conservatives, as Republicans. We proved last night that we're rejecting all of these, this racist ideology. And when there's a good Republican candidate, voters have gone to show that they don't care what the color of the skin is. They don't care the sexual orientation, gender, any of that other stuff. They want somebody that's aligned with their values. And one more thing on Winsome Sears, I wanted to say that they want to pretend on the left like a lot of the people that went out to vote yesterday in Virginia voted about education. They voted about educational issues. They voted basically anti-critical race theory. And there's this idea that the left is trying to push that everybody that votes for education or everybody that is against CRT is a white supremacist or something like that. That is obviously not true. You have voters of all colors that rejected that ideology, and this is just another example of that.